A woman kneels in front of a man to stop him from pulling the trigger, and it destroys his entire family. A mansion gets seized, a mother screams at the gate, guns fire into the air. And just when you think Sirhan has survived the worst, Sada Kate drops a bombshell that could ruin his life forever. This is episode 25 of Too Far, and trust me, you do not want to miss this one. Hey guys, welcome back to Anatolia Drama Files, the channel where we break down every twist, every betrayal, and every heartbreak in your favorite Turkish dramas. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button because today's episode of Too Far is an absolute roller coaster. Let's get into it. We open at the clinic, where Alia asks Minnie if she spotted any of Sirhan's men snooping around, because Sirhan always seems to know everything. And here's the irony. Minnie is the informant. She's been feeding Sirhan information the entire time, and Alia has no idea. This little detail is honestly one of the best subtle twists of the show. We, the audience, know something the heroine doesn't, and it's killing me. Alia then gets a call from Nari, who isn't feeling well. Her test results are ready, and she needs to come in. Meanwhile, over at Sirhan's office, things are falling apart. The police are circling him after that shipment got seized last episode. And to make matters worse, Sada Kate's secret guests are arriving at the mansion. Anyone else get a bad feeling about that? Because I did. At the clinic, Nari finally shows up, and she has this quiet, painful conversation with Alia about territory, power, and who really controls the region, the Albaras or the Baibars. Alia snaps for a second, saying she doesn't care who's in charge. She just wants to practice medicine in peace. Then she immediately catches herself and admits she's been feeling incredibly lonely. This scene right here, this is why I love Alia's character. She's constantly torn between duty and her own suppressed emotions. Back at the estate, Mel is furious with Sarim's father because Sarim didn't pull the trigger, all because a woman kneeled at his feet and begged. Mel calls him weak, accuses this woman of manipulating him, and plants the idea that she's only using him. This is classic soap opera poison, someone whispering doubt into a broken man's ear until he turns against the people who actually care about him. Then we get one of the most emotional lines of the episode. Alia asks Nari if she wants to know the gender of her baby. Nari doesn't answer that. Instead, she just says she wishes the baby was Sarim's. That one line tells you everything about the trauma this woman is carrying. And then, chaos. Officials show up with an eviction order for Sarim's mother. Sada Kate has put the mansion up for sale and thrown her out. She loses it, storms off to confront Sada Kate directly, and honestly, good for her, because Sada Kate has been playing everyone this entire season. At the same time, Kaya tries to talk to Zerrin at the university about their relationship, and she coldly reminds him they're enemies now. But before they can even process that, Zerrin gets the call. Her mother is heading to the mansion to fight Sada Kate. Kaya and Zerrin rush there together. What follows is one of the intensest mansion scenes in the whole series. Sarim's mother is banging on the gate, screaming for Sada Kate to come out. Sarim shows up, starts kicking the door down. Kaya tries to hold him back, it turns physical. And then Sirhan arrives, firing his gun into the air just to get everyone to shut up and listen. Sarim, furious, blames Sirhan for everything, his father's downfall and now his mother's home. Sirhan calmly promises the house will be signed over to the family, no matter what it takes. Later, Kaya confronts Sada Kate directly, and she does what she does best. She provokes. She tells Sirhan he's scared of Kaya. She stirs the pot. She refuses to sign over the house. Sirhan insists. Final answer. The house goes to Sarim's name. Sada Kate says no. This woman genuinely thrives on chaos. The next morning, there's a small, quiet moment. Alia has fallen asleep in the armchair in Sirhan's room, and he gently covers her with a blanket. No dialogue needed. That's the kind of scene that keeps this ship alive for fans. Then breakfast turns tense fast. Sada Kate taunts Alia about being responsible for raising Dennis, and little Dennis, completely innocent, says he wants to be called Sirhan when he grows up. Sada Kate is furious. This kid doesn't even know what he just triggered. Meanwhile, lawyers arrive to have Sada Kate sign over the mansion. She refuses point blank. And in the streets, that stalker who's been following Zerrin corners her again. She runs, he chases her, and Kaya, sensing something's wrong, goes after them. Back at the mansion, Sada Kate reveals her secret guests, and it's a woman she introduces as the mother of Sirhan's child. Sirhan is disgusted, shuts it down immediately, and orders her removed from the property. Sada Kate really said, "Let me destroy my son's dignity for fun." And then, the episode ends on an absolute gut punch. Kaya catches up to the stalker, there's a struggle, a gun goes off, and Kaya ends up shooting the man. Except this isn't just some random stalker. This is Sada Kate, the son of one of the most powerful families in the region. Kaya calls Sirhan in a panic, and you can feel the entire ground shift under this family. Sada Kate really is the root of half this family's problems, isn't she? She doesn't need enemies from the outside. She is the enemy from the inside. So tell me, is Kaya about to bring down the entire Albara family because of one impulsive decision? And is Sada Kate finally about to get what's coming to her? Drop your predictions in the comments. I read every single one. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that subscribe button so you don't miss episode 26, because trust me, the Hanalo family is not going to let this go quietly. See you in the next one.